King M'Baku of Wakanda.
Ben, Yancey Street, between Broome and Grand.
And here we go.
It's the comic book.
Man, you come right out of a comic book.
It's the comic book.
You will bow down before me!
It's the comic book.
Now I am the master.
It's the comic book. It's the comic book.
All right, give it to me.
The following contains offensive language and spoilers. Listener discretion is advised. Bow, down, 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 bow, 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 bow. Living just enough for the city.
You've done that before.
Have I?
And I didn't know it then. Oh, well.
I thought I did Sir Duke. I'm pretty sure I did Sir Duke.
What you did, you never did Sir Duke before, but that was Sir Duke right there, right?
No, I was
Yes,
living
it
for the
was.
city.
That was in for the city. Okay, I'm getting my
Stevie.
Stevie one.
Shout out to Stevie.
Okay, shout out to Stevie. Welcome back to the Comic Book Bullies from Nurse Booty, host Leroy, aka the Great Glocksby, with my co-host.
Yeah, this is Eli, aka Chocolate Chip Wookie.
There you go. I thought you were gonna say something like Chocolate Thunder or something. I'm like, man, say February.
Chocolate
You know?
rain.
Chocolate rain. Yeah. So back into also give a shout out to our third co-host, the AI, because nothing can be done without the AI.
All hail the Doombots.
Especially going into 2026, because you really won't be able to do anything. Yeah. So like I said, appreciate everybody jumping back in. Like I said, we took a week off. Eli decided to take a week off because I think we did honestly, I'm proud of what we did the last episode.
Yeah,
I think it was a really good episode. So like I pat myself on the back. Let's just
that was the best of, right? Best movies.
that was the best stuff. Yeah, let's
Yeah.
take a week off, man. Let's relax. Let's chill. Let's rest on our laurels. Also, I want to take a break because it's like a war zone in your city right now. So
pretty much, yeah.
So I didn't want to record, and then you get your door kicked in, some shit. So I was like, you know what?
Well, that still might happen.
That still might happen, but hopefully the chance is less than it would have been before.
Yeah, and it's freezing fucking cold out right now, so hopefully those dumb fucks are staying.
Oh, they're still out there, yeah. Oh, if it's 20 degrees here, so I can imagine what it's like that. I think I saw an ice agent slip on ice.
Oh, they're slipping all over the place. Yeah.
The irony of that ice getting attacked by ice. But
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. Fuck these slave catching fascist pigs. Fuck them.
It really is crazy. It's getting so crazy out there, Eli, that I don't know why I'm talking about your city because I'm not even in your city right now. But I saw some Black Panthers out there. Are Black Panthers back?
I think that was Philly. I don't know about that.
Okay. I didn't know if that was up there or not. Okay. Because I was just like, it's a lot of white people I'm seeing in this Black Panther party. So,
But I have heard reports of people exercising their Second Amendment rights because of this shit. So
okay. So
people,
so that
we're on edge. We're on edge here. I'm just saying it's yeah. That's all I can say. I'm actually looking forward to tonight's show. Take my mind
I thought you said you were looking forward to the Civil War. I'm like, hold up, Eli. Let's finish the show first.
No, I'm like, no.
I got my guns ready.
I was glad to read my comics this week because it is crazy out here. And
okay, I thought you were going to do it. You would be like 2 Glocks, motherfucker.
no, but shout out to everyone out there on the front lines and helping out. Mad props to y'all. So yeah, it does feel. I mean, seeing people come together right now is moving and hopeful. I was at a stop. I went to the dollar store the other night and I was just at an intersection and it was a big old group of demonstrators and I honked my horn and they cheered me and I was actually kind of moved. So yeah, I mean, it is cool seeing people standing up, in the midst of all this crazy bullshit going on. This bullshit. Yeah. That's what it is.
Yeah. So, like I said, we're here for escapism.
Yeah.
A lot of craziness going out there. So let's talk about at least try to talk about some fun stuff. Also, y'all hit that, smash that like button, all that bullshit, Look at all the graphics, Eli. Look at all the we raised the budget on this thing.
It looks 4K or 5K. What are we up to now?
I don't know, 8K. I don't know. Whatever it is, we're not there yet. We're not there yet. All right. So Eli, I guess you ready to jump into this bad boy?
Let's do it.
I was gonna do some other stuff, but I had to knock that out first because I didn't know what y'all was because I hadn't talked to you since last 2 weeks ago, and all that crazy shit went down. So yeah, we're gonna do it. So we're not no more dilly dallying, no more chit chatting.
Yep.
We're gonna talk about what we can't talk about. We're gonna talk about the Avengers trailer because all 4 Avengers trailers have came out.
Okay.
Yeah. So there were 4 of them. The first one was Captain America holding a baby. Second one was Thor tucking his child in. His daughter.
Holding a baby.
Holding a baby. Yeah, it's all about babies. Yeah. And then the third one was, and that's the one that got me excited, X-Men with Cyclops, taking out Jean, all that shit like that, and the Sentinels in the background and stuff stomping around stuff like that. Like, okay, now we got a fucking movie.
I'm watching that one right now because that's the only one I hadn't watched.
We've already reviewed that one. I don't know why you're watching it now.
I think you know because it hadn't dropped yet. I think it got leaked, but I never watched.
You're right. I posted a bootleg on it, and people got mad at me for posting a bootleg.
Oh, okay. They're at the fucking school, Xavier's school.
Yeah. Now, if you like I said, if you look in the background, you will see the Sentinels walking around. Most people miss that.
There's
that thing.
Charles Wheel.
Yeah.
Oh, is that Magneto?
Yeah. No, it's Gandalf. No.
Oh, they old as fuck, man.
Right. What do they say? You playing this bitch to you 90?
Oh, there goes
Deadpool's not
Cyclops.
Right.
Oh, okay, yeah. I saw like a foot in the background.
That's what I'm saying. It's like one on each side, so that's why you take the glass because the Sentinels are surrounding them and stuff like that. So yeah.
Okay.
So that's 3. So the 4th one dropped, and before we get to the 4th, and the 4th one was the Wakandans and Fantastic Four. For those that haven't seen it, we're spoiling it for you right now. So yeah. But before we get into it, now that they dropped all 4 trailers, Eli, they started the countdown.
Oh yeah.
Bam! Look at that bad boy.
Oh, is it in real time?
This is live. This is live right now.
Okay.
You see what it says? 10 months, 28, blah, 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 whatever like that. This is live on Marvel's YouTube page right now. It's going to be counting down until Avengers Doomsday come out. So, yeah, that's going to be fun. Matter of fact, I think I'll leave this bad boy up for a second. So, yeah, so they got the trailer coming out. And now, but here's the thing. The Russos came out saying this isn't the trailer. This isn't the teasers. These are clues.
Oh,
but what do they mean? We don't know what they mean.
Oh, shit.
Now, remember, Eli, I don't know if you follow me on Facebook. Well, you do follow me on Facebook.
I do.
But you notice I've been posting ahead of time when these trailers came out. And so far, I've been right because it's me. I'm always right. But they're saying the official real deal trailer is coming out Super Bowl Sunday.
Super Bowl. I figured that.
It will make sense. They saying everything we saw probably won't even be in the movie.
Oh, okay.
It's just giving us an idea of what the movie we're about. But what we've seen probably won't even be in the movie. That's just stuff they just did. But the actual real deal trailer will be on Super Bowl Sunday. And that's actually supposed to show Dr. Doom, Robert Downey Jr. and all his Robert Downey Jr.-ness and all this shit like that. So, yeah, so that's what we expect to see. So, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. What else we got here? So,
is he going to talk like this?
He's gonna be Robert Downey Jr. like he always is.
I Doom will rule you all.
It ain't gonna be that. It's gonna be Dr. Doom built this in a cave with a bunch of scraps. It's gonna be that. We already know. So just so for the shit. So now the reason I want to talk about this because the last trailer, like I said, we talked about the trailers and had it, but that last trailer seemed to have people confused about what was going on. Okay. So I just want to clear some things up. Like I said, I'm just gonna throw some stuff up. Let me see what we got here. I wasn't gonna talk about that, but that one in the trailer. Like you didn't miss anything. Okay.
Riley and Huey will be back.
We'll return in Avengers Doomsday. I understand that the builder refused. Okay. But yeah, let's talk about this. Shuri and M'Baku.
Yeah.
Eli, this had people confused.
Okay.
Because apparently, you remember Wakanda Forever, right?
Yeah.
You watched it, right?
Yeah.
We reviewed it.
Yeah, we did.
Why is it people act like... Okay, we're going back up. Fuck this. I got to talk. Okay. Why is it people act like they don't remember anything that happened in that movie?
I don't know. What are people confused about?
Okay, they're confused about this.
About M'Baku and Shuri?
Well, M'Baku and Shuri, but how did M'Baku become king?
Okay.
Nobody remembers that at the end of the movie that he became king.
I didn't remember.
I'll forgive you. I'll forgive you. on
But
that.
I mean, I was like, okay, he's king now. Sure, whatever.
Okay, but a lot of people are like, how the fuck he become king? Like they showed him at the end of the freaking movie.
Yeah,
He became the king
Okay.
when he showed up for the challenge. He was
Okay.
like, the Black Panther won't be here today. I, M'Baku, son of Wakanda, will challenge for the throne. And the movie cuts off.
Okay. I don't remember. I just remember Baby T'Challa or whatever.
That's the thing.
I remember
Eli,
that.
how is this movie? And I'm not saying, I'm not picking on you. I'm picking on you. How did this movie not, I don't know, how does nobody remember anything that happened in this movie? Remember two things.
I remember Namor was in it. I know Namor was in it.
And Namor was in it somewhere doing something.
I remember some
was
shit.
she in it?
Yeah,
I don't think people don't even remember
you don't
that.
Remember Riri?
People don't even remember that. Remember when Ironheart show came out? I was telling people she was in Wakanda Forever. They're like, "Oh, really? Did you not see the movie?" Eli, how is this the movie that nobody remembers that everybody saw? It's a mystery. It is a fucking mystery. Okay, and the reason I'm talking about, it's like people only remember two things: T'Challa dying and T'Challa Jr. And everything else was just a blur.
Namor.
That's it.
I remember Namor.
People kind of remember Namor, like he kind of showed up, but I don't think they even remember that. He was just kind of there. Everything else was just a blur in the movie. They were just there, and the movie just happened. So any plot points in the movie, people just kind of forgot about, But the point was, at the end of the movie, M'Baku became King Wakanda. He did a challenge at the end, saying, "Who wants to challenge me?" Now, honestly, what I think happened, I don't think anybody challenged him because when he said it, everybody was smiling. So I'm thinking what happened is that he showed up. Everybody was like, "That's our guy," and everybody went home. I think that's what happened. So where was Shuri during that time? Shuri was in Haiti. For people that don't remember.
Yeah, I remember that.
Meeting her nephew for the first time. That's where she was. Mm-hmm. She didn't want to do the challenge. She said, fuck the challenge. She didn't want to be king, ruler, whatever you want to call it. She didn't want to be that. She just wanted to be Black Panther. People don't even know that she's still the Black Panther.
I remember that.
People forgot. They just like, okay, they just got it. No, she kept the powers. So here's what people are confused about, Eli. They're like, okay, so how is it you have a Black Panther and you have a king? Like, how was it possible? That's possible. That is a thing. You don't have to. So King and Black Panther in comic lore and movie lore and MCU lore has been established that they're two different separate things. They can be the same thing. Usually they're the same thing, but there are certain situations where they're not. It happened in the comics a few times. Like, for instance, Killmonger whooped T'Challa in the comics. Became the Black Panther. T'Challa stayed king. And they just continued on his business, went along. That's what it is. In the MCU, this happened. T'Challa was already the Black Panther. He already had the serum, already had everything like that.
That's right. I remember that.
And his dad was the king.
Mm-hmm.
So it's already been established you don't have to be king and Black Panther at the same time. Yes, you can, and that's normally the case, but it doesn't always have to be the case. Like I said, she didn't want to be the ruler. She just wants to be Black Panther and just run around and just Black Panther up, Oh, so that's the thing. Like I said, she still had the power. She didn't give it up. I don't know why people thought that. She has been the Black. So Black Wakanda came out 3 years ago, 2 years ago,
something like that. 2022.
5 years ago. Shit, I forgot it's a new year.
2022. 4 years ago.
Fuck, man. Okay, so
that's like high school. Goddamn.
Right. So she's been Black Panther for 4 years. She didn't give it up. She's been running around doing her thing, whatever like that, and that's it. Yeah. So M'Baku has been King of Wakanda for 4 years. So here's another thing people are getting confused about, Eli. They're like, okay, so if M'Baku is the king, why isn't he Black Panther if he challenged for the throne? It doesn't work that way. M'Baku actually can't be Black Panther.
Oh, because he's from the other tribe or whatever?
He's from another tribe. He's from the Japari tribe.
Mm-hmm.
So he worships a completely different god than Baz. So he can't be the Black Panther. Now I get it that, Killmonger didn't worship Baz. Hell, Shuri didn't worship Baz. She didn't give a shit. But they became Black Panther. But it's different with him because, like I said, he worships a completely different god that is in competition with Baz. So he'd have to renounce his god to become Black Panther, which I don't think he's going to. Well, he just won't do that, Also, I think it flies over a lot of people's head. His tribe, they don't use vibranium.
Oh yeah, they were more traditional. They were like
they were more traditional.
Yeah, they were like that was like his. I remember that shit.
School them, Eli. School them.
Because he wanted to bring the
lore.
That's when in the first movie he was challenging T'Challa because they were all about the vibranium and technology and in the future, and he wanted to bring it back to the old natural ways, the old tradition.
Exactly.
Yeah, I remember that shit.
Yeah. Technology's in the hand of a child who sculpts a tradition. All that
Yeah.
shit. Like all that shit was in the movie. Now, like I said, I want everybody to watch. Now, we're not talking about comic book. We're talking about MCU. Have status in the MCU. In the very beginning of the movie, of the first Black Panther movie, there's like 5 tribes warring against each other when the vibranium mound hits and stuff like that. 4 of them warring over each other, but you got one Black Panther who they don't name him, but I'm pretty sure it's Bashinga, unites the 4 tribes. But you can see one tribe leaving and going to the mountains. That was Jabari. The Jabari don't want anything to do with vibranium. So since how can he be the Black Panther if he doesn't use vibranium? Like, it doesn't happen. Now, people did point out something to me, Eli, that I did point out in the trailer. Very, very carefully. He's wearing vibranium in the trailer.
Oh, is he?
He's wearing vibranium in the trailer. Yeah. So I'm thinking what happened is that since he became King Wakanda, he first off, he got his shit kicked in by Namor. Hitting him with like a wooden club and shit like this. He's like, maybe I should try some vibranium, kind of keep over with everybody else. So I'm thinking
that's a bad choice of words, man.
Well, it happened, but still. But I'm thinking he kind of lightened up his stance on vibranium after that happened. He's like, maybe I should try a little bit of it, mix it in with the stuff we got right there. So yeah. So here's the King Wakanda. I think he has embraced vibranium to a point, but still mostly used the wood stuff. But yeah, he realized he got to level up a little bit. Like I said, Shuri is still Black Panther, and that's what it is. Now, that being said, we can move on to.
Oh yeah, the Okoye was in that armor and shit.
Look at you now. It's coming back to you. People forgot that too. Eli, Okoye is not Adora Milaje anymore.
Yeah, she's.
They fired her.
Okay, I don't remember that.
Why, Eli? Please, why does nobody remember this movie? It's so weird, man. The whole movie's like a Mandela effect. It never happened.
I just don't remember. I only watched it I only watched it twice.
Right, but Eli, everybody I talk to give me the same answer. Nobody remembers anything that happened in this movie.
Okay, nerd. No.
It's so weird, man. It's weird to me. But yeah, she got fired from the Dora Milaje. She's no longer Dora Milaje. That suit she got, that's just something for her to do. So basically, they gave her an Iron Man suit, which kind of doesn't make any sense. If they gave her an Iron Man suit, what they need Riri for? But whatever.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Whatever.
Let it go. Yeah, we're not gonna dwell on that. But yeah. Also, that happened in the trailer. Like I said, it's the first part of the trailer. Second part of the trailer. That also, I ain't gonna say people were confused. People were upset, like, why they had the Fantastic Four in the Wakandan trailer, why they had to mix them up, stuff like that. Like, y'all do know Wakanda exists in the Marvel universe. Sometimes you have to have white people in the movie, and they cut corners.
I see their point though.
I'm just saying, they got why he got to put him in our movie. Like, no, they're in the Marvel universe.
I can see that. Yeah, like Miles Morales couldn't have his own movie. He had like 1,000 other Spider-Man in his movie.
Okay, first off, let's everybody understand. Let's clear this up. Avengers Doomsday is not Black Panther 3. I know people want that to be the case. It's not. It is an Avengers movie. Other people will be in the movie. So yeah. But why the Fantastic Four teaming up with Wakanda like that? Now, Eli, like I said, you're a comic book guy also, just like me. You kind of know the reason why they're pairing up together.
Doomsday? Oh, Fantastic Four and Wakanda or Black? Oh,
yeah.
Well, I guess yeah. If we're going by
just saying, just an Easter egg nods, things like that.
Hickman's Secret Wars and shit.
Before that, no, not really. They didn't. No, this.
Oh yeah, okay.
Black Panther debuted in Fantastic Four comics.
I was talking about how Black Panther got the fucking Infinity Gauntlet and shit.
Well, yeah,
that's what I was thinking of, but I didn't want to spoil anything.
Oh, yeah. Nerd. You went too deep. Okay. I won't try to go that deep on it, but yeah. But that's the thing. Like I said, the Fantastic Four, Black Panther, and Wakanda debuted in Fantastic Four comics. So if they were going to meet and team up, that would make sense. Yeah. Like I said, Black Panther was a Fantastic Four member. He's best friends with Reed Richards. They're probably going to make it Shuri and Reed Richards going to be like best friends, stuff like that, because this is what they're doing right now. So it kind of makes sense. If there is going to be a team up, this team up makes sense. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, like, why not? So, I don't know. So, that being said, Eli, You already know we got. Hold up, let me throw the countdown up here one more time. Look at the time on it now. So every day of this clock, you know what's going to happen? You're going to get a bullshit rumor about what Avengers Doomsday is going to be about every single day until the clock ends. Or an AI trailer that's fake. One or the other. So it's going to be exhausting. It's going to be tiring. We're going to have to bear with it. That's what it is. So right now we can chill until Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah.
So
Just a couple weeks, right? No.
couple,
2, 3. No, the playoffs are next week, and they're taking a week. Yeah, it's about 2 weeks.
oh yeah, I forgot. It is a time of year, Eli. I got to pretend like I give a shit about football. I forgot. So, oh yeah. So that being said, we move to the next part of the podcast.
Sure, nerd. No.
Foosball.
Not want to talk about sports.
Right. Let's change the subject quickly. Dungeons and Dragons or shit. No. Okay. All right. Now we're going to talk about. Oh, did I have it on it the whole time? I fucked up already. Anyway, now we're going to talk about The Rip.
Okay.
Yes. And I'm going to title this The Rip. Eli was right.
Was I?
Yes. Okay. So for those who don't know, obviously you do know about this. Eli don't know, but everybody else knows.
The rip, like somebody's drawers got ripped or something?
No. I hope you're not right about that, but yeah.
Oh, I think I heard about this. Yeah, okay.
Yes. Ben Affleck and Matt Damon. Okay.
Yeah.
They had a movie come out on Netflix, number 1 on Netflix right now.
Oh, it's on
kind of a big
Netflix.
thing. It's on Netflix, yeah.
Okay.
Big deal. Okay. I didn't see it. I'll be honest with you, my Netflix subscription ran out. Yeah. What you thought I gonna do a rip review?
Yeah,
No.
so yeah, we're gonna review this shit. We didn't watch it, but fuck it, let's review it.
This movie suck and it's woke. Like, nah, we're not gonna do this shit. But nah, the reason I'm talking about this, maybe like I said, my Netflix subscription expired, and be honest with you, Ben Affleck and Matt Damon is not enough for me to renew my subscription. That's just me. You know, maybe you Eli, but not me. You know. But the reason I'm talking about it is because they went on a much bigger podcast than us, Joe Rogan.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And they talked about the movie making process of this movie and what they had to do for Netflix. Like I said, they had the script and they were going to go to theaters with this movie, but when Netflix bought it, they decided to put it on Netflix. But when they went to Netflix, they had to make revisions.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Remember you saying about how you had to make movies for Netflix?
Yeah.
Netflix had notes for them how to make their movie. Because I remember going online and people were saying like, this movie is pretty good or this movie sucked, whatever like that. But they were like, but why is there so much dialogue? Why is so much talk like that? Because Netflix told them to do that. Netflix told them to repeat the exposition over and over and over again, just in case people not paying attention and looking on their phone when they're watching it. Also, they made them change up like the formats of the action scenes of the movie. Now, Eli, in the 80s and the 90s, movies pretty much had a standard formula to them. They had a 3-act structure.
Yeah.
You know, there was always like, if it was an action movie, there was always an action movie at the end of that act. 3 action beats, 3 acts. Netflix don't want to do that. Netflix want an action scene in the first 5 minutes.
Okay.
To get your attention. So if you was in the theater, you could just sit there and wait and be ready for it and get real anticipation for it. But Netflix don't want that. They want to action at the beginning of the movie, because if it ain't there, you're gonna click off and go watch something else.
Okay.
So Netflix itself is changing the way we watch movies are being made.
So like a big giant action scene, because there's a lot of action scenes that kick, or like the opening kill scene in a horror flick, but like it wasn't like, it was always just a teaser, and then it would be a big bombastic finale, you know. Yeah,
and that's what they were trying to do. They were like, okay, so since we're doing 3-act structure, we do action scene, and then save your budget for the last action scene. Netflix don't want to do that. Oh, they want the big action scene at the first 5 minutes.
Okay, so they're going to blow their load right away.
Yeah, exactly. They want you to blow your load right away. They want it to go viral. They want people talking about it. They want them to get there and then keep watching from there. So that's how Netflix wants, instead of how movies used to be, or movies being in a theater where the action scenes build. They don't want that anymore. So just the fact of Netflix buying up all these movies is changing how movies are being made. It's crazy, but that's where we're at right now. That's what I want to talk about, Eli. So like I say, even though you didn't see the movie or even heard of the movie, you could join in and talk about it. So that being said, we move on to the next part of the podcast. Okay, so here we go, Eli. This is where we break our one rule. People know we
Again.
have. Yeah, people know that we have rules that people have listened to podcasts and know we have rules in the podcast where certain things we don't talk about. One of those things we don't talk about when this is a banned topic is, bam, Star Wars. But guess what? We have to talk about it right now. Why do we have to talk about it? Because a big shakeup happened in the Star Wars franchise. The head of the Star Wars franchise, Kathleen Kennedy, stepped down, and her replacement, Dave Filoni, is now in charge of everything Star Wars going forward. So, you ready to do the song, Eli?
Which one?
Yub nub.
Oh.
Yub nub. I'm not gonna finish the song. Yub nub. That's some inside Star Wars shit y'all wouldn't know about if y'all didn't listen. But anyway, the point is, it's a shakeup. It's going on right now. Kathleen Kennedy's down. Dave Filoni is up. And now every Star Wars YouTube page has been celebrating and cheering and dancing in the street butt naked, kissing babies and shit like that. But we all know they're not really Star Wars fans. They're just right-wing grifters, MAGA impersonators, pretending to be YouTubers. That's what they are. You're doing a political agenda. They don't really give a shit about what happened to the franchise. But like I said, we're here. We're going to talk about Eli. And like I said, this is where we go to 2 hours. I'm going to let you talk about what you think about this.
Oh, really?
Yes. I set the timer. Have at it.
Well, it's been rumored for a while. Like she was.
It's been rumored forever. But the thing, here's what I think happened. I think the first time she thought she was trying to step down, and she saw these dudes partying in the street, these racist assholes partying in the streets and sexist and shit like that, then she said, "Fuck y'all, I'm staying." I think she did it on purpose just to fuck with them.
Well, I think her contract wasn't up till this year. So
okay. But I think she could have stepped down early if she wanted to, but because of them, she decided to stick around.
Yeah, sure. That'd be fun. Well, that's fun. That's funny.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it's not surprising that yes, whenever the Disney era of Star Wars has been divisive. You know, some stuff has worked, some stuff hasn't. And because she was in charge of it, she pretty much got blamed. So here's what it is. Let's just keep it real. Whenever Star Wars sucked, it was her fault.
Right.
But whenever Star Wars was cool, it wasn't because of her.
Right.
Even though she made
she greenlit it.
Even though she made the cool Star Wars shit too. Mandalorian,
right.
Andor, Skeleton Crew, all the cool shit you like. Rogue One, all the comics, you know what I'm saying? All the shows, like, the Bad Batch, the last season of Clone Wars, and everyone, all the
Solo,
yeah.
You don't throw that in, but yeah.
But yeah, whenever it was cool, she never got credit for it, and that's because of the shitty world we live in and these fucking, these right-wing assholes who just want to bitch about shit. So they can celebrate all they want. Let's just hope they stop bitching. I just want y'all to stop fucking bitching.
Right.
So that's about all I got. I mean, I have nothing against Kathleen Kennedy. She has produced some of the best movies of all time, some of my favorite movies of all time. I grew up on movies that she produced.
All the Indiana Jones ones.
Indiana Jones, Back to the Future, fucking, just name it. Jurassic Park. You know what I'm saying? E.T., right? Yeah, like, So I got nothing against her. But this ain't, I'm old. I'm used to this shit. This ain't the first time people bitched about Star Wars. I survived the prequel era. People shitted on the prequels. I shit on the prequels. They made a movie. They made a documentary about fuck George Lucas. Now George Lucas is considered, a god now. But 20 years ago, people were hated George Lucas, So I've seen this before. This is the same shit again, all over again, and they want to blame someone because their beloved thing isn't as cool as they wanted it to be, and yeah. So it's just like I'm just kind of like whatever now. So yeah, that's all I got.
Okay.
She can go do what she wants now.
Okay. Well, since we lift the ban Can I bitch?
Go
Because I
ahead.
feel like I'm going to bitch harder than you.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, because I was letting you go first before I come up. 'cause here's the thing.
I'll piggyback
All right.
you. Yeah, we can both
Okay,
ride this
piggyback me on this. So, like I said, Star Wars reputation, once Disney bought it, we can all agree, like I said, less than stellar, divisive, whatever you want to call it, stuff like that. And of course, people are going to point the finger at Kathleen Kennedy because, like I said, regardless of what you say, she's in charge.
Mhm.
That's just what happens. If you're in charge, whatever happens, you either reap the benefits or you don't, whatever like that. And yeah, that's what happens. Like the head coach of a team is the first one to blame for everything that happens. But here's the thing: her replacement. I get Dave Filoni as a fan favorite, everybody loves stuff like that. But Eli, am I wrong, or was he there every step of the way when all this bullshit was happening? When shit that people didn't like about Star Wars happening?
Pretty much.
Yeah. So
Pretty
it's not
much.
like they're hiring outside against somebody with a fresh smoke. He was there
Yeah.
the whole time.
I don't think he fucked up the Mandalorian. He fucked up Boba Fett. Fuck
Right.
him.
That's what I'm saying. So people act like he's some god or like
Yeah.
heir apparent or the son of George Lucas, whatever you want to call it, like that. He was there too.
Yeah.
like some of the blame falls on him also.
Him and
But everybody
Favreau.
want to look at Kathleen Finney like she made this shit in her basement, in her mom's basement with a pencil and blood. She had other people working for her
Yeah.
doing this shit. So, and now her replacement, like I said, okay, Eli, I was at a job, and like I said, everybody's going fancy about what they did back in 2017 and shit like that. 16 sucked for me. Reason because I was at a job that sucked and everybody hated it, and the boss came in, fired the main boss. And everybody thought that, okay, well, now that he's gone, maybe one of us can move in, take the place of like that. You know what the head boss said? Fuck no. This place sucks. Everybody in here sucks. I'm blaming everybody. Matter of fact, when the new boss come in, hopefully he clears all you out. So my thing is this, it just because she's out, all the same problems kind of still there. It's not that they hired outside, it's still there. Because here's the thing about, I got a problem with Dave Filoni. I know y'all love this guy.
I got a problem with Dave Filoni. So yeah.
Okay, because I'm about to say something. And I know, Eli, I feel like we sound like those guys on the other side.
I don't
But yeah, my thing is this. Dave Filoni is the ultimate fanboy.
Yeah.
To a fault.
Yeah.
I think he's too much of a fanboy.
I heard he didn't even like Andor, so fuck him. No.
Okay. We don't know if that's true or not, Eli. I think that's just a thing that got around. I don't know if that's true or not. It got around. It did get around because I heard that too. But I've been looking to see the original quote on that. But yeah, I think we were trying to say that Andor isn't something that he would have made, which we know.
Yeah, he's we knows what he's making.
Yeah, we know what he would have made.
Yeah.
And my thing is this, that he seems to prioritize like lore and how all this shit works like that over actual story, plot, conflict, things that's supposed to make a good story go by. No, he's just worried about how the pieces fit and where the lore goes and where this thing like that. It seems like he's too obsessed with that stuff.
I guess. I mean, he's demonstrated that he can tell compelling stories with Rebels, with Clone Wars.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's his strength. His live action stuff so far. Yes, the first 2 seasons of Mando were cool. But now he's ran that into the ground. To the point where...
And you say that, Eli, but I saw problems with Mando in the second season.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to, deny that we all had a collective nerdgasm seeing Luke kick ass, but did that really serve the Mandalorian story?
No, I'm saying before Luke showed up, Luke was a problem. I mean, Luke was cool, but it was a problem also.
Yeah.
But the whole second season felt like a backdoor pilot.
It was. And that's basically what it is now. Is like he's doing what Marvel was doing, was trying to build, the bigger universe when there already was a universe built.
Right.
So,
but he wants to add his stuff to the universe.
Yeah. I think Mandalorian could have been just a crime story, and that's all it had to be. And
yeah, I mean, I think I saw a YouTube video, something like that, or like some on TikTok where, like, if Mandalorian was done right, this shit could have lasted like 18 seasons, like the fucking Rifleman back in the 60s, with Chuck Connors, would have like that. He just go from town to town, right and wrongs like that, like the old westerns. Them show like Gunsmoke. Yeah, them shows lasted forever.
Like Kane from Kung Fu.
Like came for kung fu.
Yeah.
You could have just did that. Just kept going
Yeah.
that, and this shit was just never worn out.
Yeah.
Just did that, and that's it.
But
no, they
no,
want to do all this
let's
because they realized Mandalorian was their cash cow. Let's milk this bitch for everything it's worth.
and then he crammed all this shit into it and fucked it
Right.
all up, fucked up
Yeah.
Boba Fett, fucked up the Mandalorian character himself. I mean, he can't
Right.
lift the fucking Darksaber. They blow up his ship. You know, he's kind of a weak character now. They kind of fucked up the whole Mandalorian culture, you know. So that's why I'm like, whatever, you know, to the point where I don't really give a shit about that movie coming out. And this is the first
Right.
time in my fucking life where a Star Wars movie is coming out and I really don't care. That's how
Well, you haven't seen the trailer either. Maybe the trailer still young.
I saw the trailer and it's like, oh yeah, looks like
There's a
TV
trailer?
show. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's got
Well, I don't know.
AT-ATs and everything. I should like it, but I'm like, oh sure, yeah, that's cool.
Oh, well. We'll check it out when we see it. Whatever.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll see it, but I'm
Yeah.
like, you know, I'm not as interested. I'm not as, you know, the excitement isn't there like it used to be. So,
Mhm.
and that's just because of where it's going. He's trying to tie Ahsoka and the Mando and all this shit together into one pile of shit when it didn't have to be that way, you know. So
Right.
he could have just followed the Mandalorian or whatever, or I don't know. But he's obviously trying to do something, build his own universe,
Yeah.
you know, and still stuck in the, you know, that the Skywalker era, you know.
Right.
And it's just getting milked for me. It's like I don't care. Even this whole other universe with Thrawn and shit, dude. Thrawn ain't nothing new, man. I read those books back in the '90s. You know,
Right.
I saw him on Rebels. Oh yeah, and now he's back. That's his big bad. You know.
Right.
So
where
are we going?
all I'm saying to all
see
Star
what you
Wars
did now.
fans.
You
See that the whole thing was rage bait, Eli. I'm trying to get you.
Just when I thought I was out.
Right. Oh man. Yeah. All I'm trying to say to Star Wars fans, Dave Filoni is not
choking
your
on my
slave.
own rage here. No?
Right. That's all I'll say. All right, can we move on to the next part of the podcast
Sure.
before we do turn this thing into a 2-hour podcast?
Yeah, sure. You got anything else?
Yeah.
No, I mean about this shit.
Fuck no.
Right.
No, we're done with this. Okay.
Yeah. I'm like,
all
whatever. Right. It's like whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Another era of Star Wars, another, you know. Just stop bitching. You know, you got to do it. You got your white boy in there. Stop bitching.
Right. All right. So next time we're going to move to the video game section. Okay, we're going to talk about some video game adaptations, some TV shows that are coming out that they finally cast. First, we're going to talk about God of War.
Okay.
Now, God of War has announced their Kratos casting, and it is, bam, that guy.
That dude.
Yeah. I don't know him. I guess he was on Sons of Anarchy. He looks Sons of Anarchy-ish. So
yeah, I never watched that show either. So.
Okay, yeah. But you never watched the show, but you can always tell when somebody was on that show.
Yeah.
Like if somebody popped up in another show, you look like you was on Sons of Anarchy. I bet you were.
Well, when you said that, I'm like, okay, yeah, that tracks.
That's what I'm saying. Like say, and then you go into IMDb, you ain't gotta watch shows, look at IMDb like Sons of Anarchy. That was him.
Yeah, I'm just saying Sons of Anarchy is something that I'm never thinking about. So but now that you said it,
I'm always thinking about. I don't know why I'm always thinking about. I'm just saying, whenever I see a guy like this, I'm like, you look like you should be on Sons of Anarchy. That's all I'm saying. Whatever your name is, every guy on there looks the exact same. That's all I'm saying. So yeah, yeah, but that's him. Controversy because people wanted the dude from the game. Oh, actually, he's from the game. He played Thor in the game.
The game? Oh, the game.
You know God of War's game, right?
Okay, yeah, the game. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, but he played Thor in the game.
Okay.
Yeah, but now he's playing Kratos in real life. But of course, you know the guy from Stargate. I guess Stargate. Or was it another one of those sci-fi show? You know, the black dude that's just on the thing that does the thing and stuff like that.
I don't know Stargate really.
I don't know it either. But the guy, I don't know his name.
We lost our nerd cards.
Yeah, you know what? Stargate is a little bit too high of a nerd card for me. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think we get a pass if we don't know that.
Yeah, I thought the movie sucked, so I never watched.
They had a movie?
Yeah, there was a movie.
Oh shit! Okay,
and it sucked.
Okay,
I thought it sucked anyways.
Okay, hold on. I got you, Eli. I got you. Let me see, because I can't remember the guy's name is Christopher Judge. Now I'm gonna show you what he looks like.
Not ringing any bells. Sorry.
Not ringing any bells. Okay, because
this guy's name.
Who?
This guy, the Kratos guy.
Yeah. Okay.
That's his name?
Hold on. No. I mean the guy from the game. Okay. Look familiar?
No.
Yeah, that guy.
Nope, sorry.
Damn it. Okay. Whatever. Okay. He was in the he was in the game. He was oh shit. That's why I can't because that
He was in the game?
No, he voiced Kratos.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, he was one of the guys that voiced Kratos.
And he was on Stargate?
Yes, I
Okay.
think.
Oh.
Or
Okay.
one of them weird sci-fi space shows that I don't remember. Maybe Stargate, but I don't know.
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. I don't.
But he was one of the guys. But he voiced them. And also, okay. Remember in Living Single?
Yeah,
Okay, Kyle from Living Single.
Kyle,
The stuck-up snooty dude.
the bald dude,
Not the bald one, his friend.
his friend. I thought his friend was the janitor or whatever.
No, the bald dude was the janitor.
No,
Yes.
you talking about the dude with the glasses and he was bald?
No. Well, are we talking about the same show?
I don't know.
Okay, because I can't remember the guy's name. It's Living Single, not the guy with the fuck. Okay, I'm trying to
Not
find
the guy
him.
who hooked up with Sinclair, right?
Yes, no, not Sinclair, the other guy.
Okay, and then there was a bald dude with glasses, right?
That was the guy that hooked up with Sinclair. Okay.
No, the bald. No, not that. No, the guy who hooked up with Sinclair was the. What the? I can't. He didn't have glasses. I don't even think he was bald.
I don't think there was anybody on there with glasses. Okay.
Okay,
And Living Single.
I'm googling
Living Single.
shit.
Living Single. The guy right there. Do you see him?
The guy on the end.
The guy on the end.
Why is
Yes.
there only one dude in there?
There's two dudes.
Where's the other dude? Oh, the guy on the other end. I can't.
The other dude, yes, him. I'm trying to get the guy. I can't remember his name. That guy. Okay, the guy on the end. The whole point I'm trying to make about this.
Who the
he
fuck am
voiced
I
Kratos.
thinking of?
I don't know. There is no guy with glasses on the show. But the guy on the right is clearly bald and Dane Sinclair. So I know you're talking about that guy.
That dude was Oh, shit.
Yes, Kyle from In Living Single. Not In Living Single. That's Living Single. That's another Mandela effect. Okay, whole point I'm trying to make. We got way off topic with that. He voiced Kratos.
Oh,
Originally.
Oh, you know, I'm thinking of the dude on he played what's it call it? I'm thinking of Martin.
No, not Tommy. No.
That's what I was thinking.
You know what I thought you was thinking about? Good Times. I thought you were thinking about Brooklyn for some reason.
That old.
I guarantee you think about Good Times. Yeah. But no, that was Cal Barker. Let me see. Okay.
So
I got a
who's he
picture.
playing?
Okay.
So the dude from Living Single is in Kratos, or I mean God of War?
Well, he was. He voiced Kratos.
Oh.
Okay,
Okay.
let me- hold
Bald
up.
dude.
No, not the ball. Okay, not the ball.
The other guy, the not bald dude.
The not ball dude. Yes. Okay. Let me go to it. I got his name pulled up. I should have had. We should have been more prepared for this when we started. But go ahead. I'm not gonna rest until we get this right. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Okay. His name is T.C. Carson.
That sounds familiar. Oh yeah,
Okay.
that dude.
That guy. Okay. Yes, he was on the Living Single. He was the bald dude's best friend. There was two
Okay.
guys up there that lived upstairs. One dated Sinclair, the other dated Max. He dated Max. Okay.
Yeah,
Point
Matt.
is,
Okay, yeah.
okay.
Now it's coming back to me.
now it's coming back to you.
See, now
Okay.
I'm gonna have to watch. I'm gonna have to go to.
He
TV
was-
and watch
he
Living
voiced-
Single now.
You gonna love it.
I used to watch it.
Single.
Yeah.
This is just a Living Single podcast. Fuck this nerd shit. It's okay. All right. So, point is, we're trying to make T.C. Carson. He was on Living Single, played Cal. Everybody remembers him on the show. What most people don't know is that he got fired before the last season came along.
I did not know that.
So when he got fired, that's when he decided to, do the God of War voice as Kratos on God of War. Now, for most people that remember Kratos, you remember Kratos being like
When
angry
the fuck did that game
and
come out?
rageful. You said what?
When the fuck did that game come out?
2000 something.
How long did that show go on for?
90 something. I mean, it wasn't like back. It was like a while. It took a while for him to get a job.
Oh, okay.
I'll put it like that.
I was about to say. Then he went to go do video game. Boy, I was like,
Right. But the point was, everybody remembers Kratos as being like rageful, angry, and also like that. He's saying he was channeling being fired from Living Single. That's why he was so angry when he played Kratos. So that's the whole point I was trying to make about this whole thing. That's
Okay. Shit.
yes, I know that was a roundabout way of saying that's the whole point right there. So, but that was the first Kratos. Yeah, that was the first Kratos. Now, the second Kratos was the other guy, the guy from Stargate or whatever.
Yeah. Let's not go there now.
That's not going there. Maybe he was there, maybe he wasn't. I don't know. Point was. All right. So, but people are mad because one of those guys aren't playing Kratos.
Okay.
Now, if you notice something about those guys, they're both black.
Yeah.
Kratos is Greek, also a Viking. He's a Greek Viking. Now, if you notice, there were no black people in there were no black Vikings. I don't care what what some weird TikTok says. There was no black Vikings, and there were no black people in Greece. Yeah, I know about the Moors. I don't know if they made it to Greece, but let's say he's not. So let's just cast. Especially if they're doing, he's a Viking in this. He's a Norse god or whatever like that. So as a Norse god, let's just get a white guy. Let's just get a white guy, be done with it. Let's not, be controversial or anything like that. We've done this before. Let's just let's play it safe this time. So
yeah,
that's all I gotta say. Yeah.
Okay,
all right.
Yeah.
That was the first casting. Hopefully the second one will go smoother. Okay, smoother. Okay, the second one is Tomb Raider. Lara Croft. They found a Lara Croft.
They're doing another one now?
They're doing a TV show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think Amazon is doing both of these shows.
Ah,
I think.
Okay.
Yeah. And the cast of, do you know who playing Lara Croft?
Well, it says it down there. Sophie Turner. Who's she again?
Fuck it. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, what's her face from Game of Thrones? Really?
Game of Thrones. She's playing it. Yeah. Like I said, I don't know who she is. You know who she is. I don't really know enough about her to say what's that.
Well, she was
Jean Grey.
Phoenix. Yeah, Jean Grey.
Yeah, she was Jean Grey. So I thought she sucked as Jean Grey, but that's just
sure, I guess, yeah.
But that movie sucked in general, so I'm not gonna really blame her too much for that. But yeah, but she's playing Tomb Raider. Oh, I mean, Lara Croft, something like that. So yeah. Eli, I just have one question.
Yeah.
Can she pull off a British accent?
She is British.
Oh well, there you go. That's the only thing I was worried about. I just can she do that? So okay, cool. Let's see. All right, let me say, can we move on to the next part podcast?
Sure.
Okay, like I said, this is Comic Book Bullies. We'll jump into comic books, and we're gonna see what we got. So, Eli, I'm gonna let you go first. We're gonna see where we want to go from there.
Okay. Should I do Transformers number 28?
More than meets the eye. Yeah.
So this is the Energon universe, Skybound, Image Comics, doing their Energon universe, where G.I. Joe and the Transformers have now crossed over. Also with Mask. You remember Mask?
Oh yeah, Mask is in this. Okay.
So this is number 28. Megatron is back. And he's bringing the pain. Yeah. He's one of the greatest villains of all time. So yeah, he's gathering the Decepticons. He's kind of been MIA for most of the series, but he's back. And he's got the Decepticons, regrouping them to go take out the Autobots. He learns that Thundercracker has defected, and he has now joined the Autobots. Also, Soundwave, the Autobots captured Soundwave, and they kind of hold him in captive. So
what about his children or whatever like that? I don't know what you call them.
Oh, the tapes?
Yeah.
Oh, they're still with the Decepticons.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
Rumble
the tapes are out there.
Yeah, Rumble, Ravage, Laserbeak. Yeah, they're still Decepticons. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, so Megatron, let's go get him. Let's go get Soundwave. Let's go get him back. So they launch an offensive on the Autobots. Meanwhile, Miles Mayhem, from the villain from Mask, he has been arrested by Colonel Flag from G.I. Joe because they uncovered his secret project that he's working on. He's been using some of the Energon to create his weird experiments with the machines and shit. We all know for those who don't know, Mask was another cartoon from the 80s where they had vehicles that transformed into other vehicles, like the helicopter that can turn into the jet, or the car that can turn into a plane, or the motorcycle that turned into a helicopter, the dune buggy that turned into a ship. Yeah. the semi that turned into a tank. My brother had that.
Okay.
Anyways, that's it was a toy line and they made a cartoon. Anyways,
Oh
Miles
damn,
Mayhem.
look Megatron up. Okay.
Yeah. Well, Megatron's flipping was that Rumble or somebody? So yeah, Miles Mayhem, he got busted for using for his experiments, and they're kind of arrested him and they're escorting him out. But then Miles Mayhem does he activates his Venom device. Venom was the secret evil organization he worked for. I think it was an acronym for something. I can't remember now. But anyway, he activates this little thing on his watch, the Venom device, and a mask helmet like forms over his head, like Iron Man. And then he's like, send in the Viper. The Viper was his jet or this helicopter. And then it jumps in it, takes him away, and they're like, go get him. And then they scramble the choppers after him, but he turns into a jet and flies away. So, and then Colonel Flag is like, get me Matt Tracker.
The good guy on Mask.
The good guy on Mask. He's the one with the Camaro that turned into a plane.
A plane.
Yeah.
I had that.
So did I.
Okay.
Yeah, me and my brother had a bunch of Mask shit.
Mask was cool. It should have went longer.
Yeah, it was cool. So he's like, get me Matt Tracker. And then meanwhile, again, we cut to the Autobots. So RC, the pink, car, her, she.
Oh yeah, love RC.
Yeah, she's being promoted to Magnus. So she's now RC Magnus, like Ultra Magnus. So they have a big old ceremony for her. She gets upgraded with her new missiles and robot, accessories and shit. She looks badass, actually.
Okay.
And they're like, okay, let's go. Go on our new mission. We have to, gather all the Autobots, and we're gonna start patrolling for Decepticon threats. So like, Autobots roll out, and Optimus Prime is like, hey, where's Trailbreaker? I don't see him. They're like, oh, well, he went on patrol, but he never came back.
Mm-hmm.
So then we cut to Trailbreaker out on patrol, and he gets ambushed by the Decepticons, and Megatron just straight up grabs his head and crushes it.
Oh damn! Okay,
just crushes his head.
Megatron, that's like his favorite move. He loves doing that shit.
Yeah, crushes his head and then drinks his energon, like his liquid energon.
Okay, that's disgusting. Okay.
Just crushes his head, drinks his energon. It's fucking diabolical. So, and that's where it ends. Like, holy shit, Megatron's back and he's just like murking motherfuckers. So, yeah, this was cool. Like I said, the Energon universe books have been some of my favorite books for a while, for a couple years now. Robert Kirkman is now, he's took over the series now. And it's cool. It's different than Daniel Warren Johnson. Daniel Warren Johnson stuff, his art was, gritty and raw, and also emotionally gritty and raw too. So this is more slick, but it's cool. So I'll give this a 4 out of 5. This was dope.
Okay, I'm into it now. They got the Miles Mayhem thing going on. So
Mask has shown up, and
it's probably something simple like because the toys didn't sell what they wanted to, they just killed the cartoon. That's probably, they do shit like that.
Yeah.
Just because.
You remember? Was it Inhumanoids? Do you remember that show?
Didn't Jack Kirby make that?
I don't know.
I heard Jack Kirby made that. Yeah.
He might have. Yeah, he did some cartoon shit.
Yeah. He was deep in it. So yeah. Because he was like in the whole Hanna-Barbera factory around that time. Like,
yeah.
Mm-hmm. So all right. So next thing I'm going to do is going to be Eli. We're doing it. We're jumping into it.
All right.
DCKO.
Ding, ding, ding.
Now I was gonna let you just review this by yourself.
What's the motherfuckers fight? The end.
Right. Yes, like I said, this is the who's gonna win this battle, who's gonna win what battle, whatever like that. Let's just jump into it. Do we got it? Oh yeah, we got it in there. Okay. So that's going on right there. This is the third one. Like I said, the last one we did was basically DC Fight Month, when we did all December, where we broke down fight after fight after fight after fight. This is, I guess, the final. No, that's like the final 8. Final 4. No, final 8. Something like that. So yeah. And we're kind of dwindling down onto who's all going to be in the fight and everything stuff like that. So I guess we can just jump to the bad boy and see what's going on. So yeah, DCKO. Let's get to it. So hold on, give me a second. I'm about to set this bad boy up. Bam, get in there. Okay. All right. So still fuck this up. Hold on. There we go. Okay. All right. So the book starts off with a bunch of kids, laughing, having a good time, kiki and all stuff like that. Utopia, everything's great like that. And what it is, the Heart of Apocalypse is basically giving Superman his heart desire, everything that he wish he had. So let me make sure I got everything. Okay. Yeah. So he wakes up and then he's only person he sees is Lex Luthor, and other people get boom tube in, and who gets boom tube in? Everybody else that lived through Fight Month, they made it to the next round. I'm not going to name them. You can actually look at them and tell who it is. So it's the third round of the tournament. And the third round of the tournament, basically, they got new rules going on. So the new rules is you have to fight as teams in this one. So you can choose your partner, but the partner you choose, you're going to choose somebody that already was taken out in one of the other rounds. You can choose anybody you want, as long as they came in the round beforehand, except one person. One of you has more Omega energy than the other person, so they can actually choose anybody in reality from wherever they want. And the person that has the most Omega energy is, take a wild guess, Joker, of course.
Mhm.
Because basically the DC writers, the Heart of Apocalypse is basically just making rules up as it goes along. So yeah. So they basically just deciding, okay, so they like hurry up and choose who I would choose for you. Everybody's looking and like blah blah blah. And Superman's looking at Supergirl, who's gonna choose, and then we go to the next round. And yeah. Oh, let me get this panel. So basically it's showing you everybody that's left. Everybody that's grayed out and stuff like that. So yeah, cool ass panel like that. And then you got your fights. And it's showing you who you got. Okay, so Guy Gardner brings back Hal Jordan. Superman brings back Shazam. You got Lex Luthor and Supergirl. Now, why that's a weird ass combination? I thought they were doing something in the 90s back when when Lex Luthor used to bang Supergirl, but it wasn't really Lex Luthor. It was like his sexy Australian clone, and it wasn't Supergirl. It was like a goop glob alien that pretended to be Supergirl. Weird shit. Not going into it. Yeah.
That's
a deep cut, but it happened. Aquaman and Hawkman, Wonder Woman and Big Barda, Cyborg and that guy.
One of the Green Arrows, right?
It is Green Connor Hawk. Cyborg and Connor Hawk. He's Green Arrow's son. Ali's son. He was on the CW show too. Zatanna and Constantine, and Joker and a mystery opponent. So yeah. So then it starts off, everybody's liking a different opponent, and basically Guy Gardner's just like, yeah, I could have picked somebody smarter, better looking, more powerful, stuff like that, but I always stick with my fans. He was like, yeah. And then they basically rush at Superman. And then bam, so you got Superman and Shazam fighting against, two the most powerful Green Lanterns. Meanwhile, you got Aquaman apologizing to Hawkman for, stomping the shit out of him in the last round. He like, look, let's go ahead and fight this off. Sea and air. He like, I think you mean air and sea, but yeah. And who they fighting up against? Lex Luthor and Supergirl. And she's like, okay, let's fight. And the first thing Supergirl does is punch the shit out of Lex Luthor. So yeah, she's like, why the fuck would I team up with you? What the hell you bring me back for? You're like, I got a better plan. How about all three of us team up and just beat the shit out of him? It's like, that's a good plan. And you got Wonder Woman and Big Barda, and you got Connor and Cyborg, hugging it out, brewing it out and stuff like that. So yeah, and then they rush at each other, and yeah, they go at it. And you got the two magic people going against Joker. So yeah. And Joker just like, oh, you want me to know who I choose? Let me show you. And it is the Batman who laughs. The guy everybody hates. The guy Scott Snyder is always going to shove down our throats in every single story he ever writes, even though he know we hate him. So yeah. So they're just like, okay, the Batman who laughs. Okay, that's not impressive. So they're like, we're two of the most powerful match using Batman. You just got another Joker. Okay, so they put the chains on him. But Constantine realized, like, okay, something ain't right. This don't feel like dark magic energy. I mean, the dark multiverse. There's something else going on here. You're like, oh, I think the jig is up. Go ahead and expose who you really are. You're like, okay, let's do it. And so next thing you see a bunch of smoke, and then Emperor Joker. This is a thing. It happened. In one of Superman books, Joker tricked Mr. Mxyzptlk out of his powers and became a god himself, and decided to kill Batman over and over and over and over again. So yeah, so that's why he's wearing Mr. Mxyzptlk as a staff, because that's what he did in the story. So yeah, and he promised Mr. Mxyzptlk if he wins this tournament, he'll send him back. So yeah, so basically you got a god fighting these guys, and of course it's not close. So yeah, and he hits them with a giant ha. So yeah, and you got Big Barda and Wonder Woman, Ho, and so Marvel gonna sue. Wonder Woman fastball specials Big Barda into them. Yeah, bam, knocks him down and shit like that. And that's when kind of Hulk is like, okay, what the hell did you bring me back, Cyborg? I mean, yeah, I'm a good fighter, stuff like that, but I'm human. I'm fighting two gods, man. Why am I here? You're like, you don't get it. You're the deadliest fighter I know. So then he takes like his arms and like sticks them into Connor Hawk's brain and like sucks all the fighting energy out of him. So now Cyborg knows every fighting ability that Connor knows, and Connor is a beast at fighting. Like in
So he
that
just
last
did a
tournament,
Neo.
yeah, that last tournament with Damien and shit like that, he won it. He stomped the shit out of Damien in that tournament. Matter of fact, he said, I won't tell your daddy what I did to you. So yeah, so he can fight his ass off. So he so he Neos, sucks all the fighting ability out of him, but at the same time, Cyborg upgrades him with nanotechnology to make him as strong as Wonder Woman and Big Barda. So now they're on the same level. They're like, okay, now we're gonna do this. Now they're like mimicking each other, fighting abilities like that, like Twin Titans go. So now they're just as strong as them, and now they're like, yeah, both doing like fighting and shit like that at them. So now it's an even fight. So yeah, more magic shit like that. And then it don't really matter because Joker is actually hitting them with Joker venom through their eyes. So Constantine is already Jokerized. So yeah, they realize the fight ain't going along. They're fighting, and then Wonder Woman's actually, so Big Barda and Wonder Woman actually getting their ass kicked, and Wonder Woman's just like, okay, Big Barda, hit me as hard as you can, Fight Club me. You're like, if I hit you, like that's gonna knock you out. Like, just do it. And then she like, okay, and then she jumps at her and that damn kinetic bullshit, whatever like that, knocks everybody out. Yeah. And they're done. So yeah. And then Big Barda's like, is that why you chose me? Because of my string? And she was like, no, it's actually worse than that. You're from Apocalypse. I need intel on the heart of Apocalypse. So yeah. Now, whether or not Wonder Woman tells everybody what she learns afterwards, we don't know. We're gonna find out. So yeah, like I said, so now since Constantine got taken out quick, it's just Satana versus Emperor Joker, and it really ain't a thing. And then she gets Jokerized, and
She was talking backwards there.
Yeah, but it don't matter. It's Mr. Pixel. She's yeah. And then after he won, now that the fight's over, he wishes Mr. Mxyzptlk back to his fifth dimension, and yeah,
by saying his name backwards or whatever.
Yeah, he made him say his name backwards. He said his name backwards like that, but whatever it is, he sent him back home. So yeah, so
I thought you have to make him say his name backwards.
Or allow him to say his name back. Who said it? Did he say it? No, Joker said it.
But I thought that's how you make him go back.
Make him say, like,
I don't know.
They're making up their own rules. They don't. They just do whatever the fuck they want to.
Well, that's what was on the cartoons.
You're right, and it was, but they don't care at this point. Yeah. So now you got Superman and fighting the Green Lanterns, and he punches Hal. So yeah, they're going at each other, and Shazam is getting his ass kicked, And then Superman punches Hal. He's like, "Sorry, Hal," and Hal's like, "Don't you dare apologize to me. We're fighting in a Dark Side tournament to be the next Dark Side. Dark Side doesn't apologize." And then while Superman's walking to him, and Hal's just like, "You know what, Supes? When this tournament, everybody heard about this tournament. You were the guy everybody was scared of going up against. Well, everybody but me." And that's when Hal realized he had something waiting for him, and he hits him, bam, with the Black Mercy. That parasite alien that if you put them on somebody, they basically get comatose. They turn into a coma because it wishes in their heart's desire. And it works on Kryptonians also. Yeah, so Superman's done. Down for the count. And it wishes him his greatest thing, and bam, so you got Supergirl still beating the shit out of Lex Luthor. And then Lex Luthor's like, why the hell did you bring me here anyway, Lex? What you think was going to happen? Oh, this is what was going to happen. And then he, bam, kryptonites her. But not regular kryptonite, all the flavors of kryptonite he had before. And he mixed it in with a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And he like mutates her into, Yeah, a little kryptonite cocktail that he learns. So yeah. And that's when you got Clark actually having a flashback of, the before all this bullshit went down, when Lois just said, "You're Superman, you got a job to do. Go out there and do what you need to do." And basically tell him how Batman's always going to push you to, take it a step beyond. You got to think outside the box sometime and all this shit like that. So now we get to what Superman is wishing for. Because here's the psychosis of Superman. The thing is, Superman, what he really wants, he wants to be in a place where, of course, where everything is great and lovely and utopia stuff like that. But he wants to live in a place where he don't have to choose between being Clark Kent and Superman. Like the Daily Planet and the Metropolis, when he wants to be Clark Kent, he has to be Clark Kent. But in the Justice League, they call him Clark, but they don't see him as Clark. They see him as Superman, this larger than life figure. He wants to be in a place where he can just be himself at all times. He can raise his family. He can be with his friends, because the Legion of Superheroes in 31st Century are his friends. He can just be himself, Clark, Superman, Kal-El, all that with them, and it ain't no big deal. That's what he wants, And then he gets visited by his parents, Jor-El and Laura, and then he's like, okay, this is just too good. This is too great. Everything's so good, and he realized this because this is the exact same thing that the Heart of Apocalypse was wishing him. That's why he knows this line. He breaks out of the Heart of Apocalypse. I mean, the Black Mercy. He breaks out the Black Mercy. And he's like, okay. And Shazam is just getting the shit kicked out of him. He's just like, okay, look. And enough of that. And Superman's like, bam, just knocks him out and stuff like that. So, and then he goes talk to Billy. Oh, and meanwhile, Supergirl is like grown into a giant, and because of the shit Lex Luthor did, and she takes Hawkman and lasers his head off and smashes Aquaman, KO. They're done. And now Superman is talking to Billy, Shazam. He's like, and Shazam's like, "Thanks for bringing me back, Supes. I know I got my ass kicked, but I appreciate you giving me a second chance." And Superman's trying to tell him, like, and he don't want to tell him, but he got to tell him, like, that's not why I brought you back. I brought you back for a very specific reason. He was like, and we got to hurry up and do this, because when the Green Lanterns get up, they're going to hit me with kryptonite. So the real good Green Lanterns, they know how to make kryptonite from their ring. They can do that shit. So they've done it before plenty of times. They're like, we need to hurry up and do this before they hit me again. If they hit me again, the fight's over. I need you to give me my power. Give me your powers. Because I know you did it with your family, you need to do it with me. So say the word, Billy. Shazam. And he fades away. And that's it. And then bam. And then just when you got Captain Superman? Is that what you calling him?
Super Marvel?
Yeah. Marvel Shazam. Marvel Superman. Not Marvel Superman. But if you look closely, do you see the earrings, Eli?
Oh, no. I was just noticing his logo is the Superman logo with the
Super bolt. Shazam logo. Shazammer Man. Okay. Yeah. But those earrings, Eli, that is an Easter egg.
Okay.
To Dragon Ball Z.
Okay.
But in Dragon Ball Z, when two characters confuse into one character, they have to wear these rings called Patara rings. It's a deep cut. I know we're talking about anime, and we don't need to talk about this shit, but the point is, there's no reason whatsoever for Superman to wear Patara rings right now, because Shazam don't wear rings. Where do you get rings from? So they're only doing it as a callback to Dragon Ball Z, because when they fuse into one person and become one person, they wear those stupid ass earrings. So he's wearing those earrings as a callback to Dragon Ball Z. I guarantee you that's what it is. But anyway, so now he's Superman with the powers of all the gods, of 6 gods. And Solomon.
And Superman.
God. And Superman, yeah. And they're like, oh, shit. They know they're fucked. So yeah, they try to so Superman's getting ready. They try to pull up a barrier. Superman punches through that shit clean. And nothing they can do is done, And they're basically, KO. He's done. Superman don't like what he did, because he basically betrayed a friend to take out his other friends. And he looks at Lex Luthor, and Lex Luthor just smiling at him. Like, I'm proud of you. Because he did some underhanded, dirty shit to win. So now that everybody's done, so now you got the final 4. Joker, Lex Luthor, Superman, Wonder Woman. They're in the final 4, and they're going to the next round, and they're fighting in Darkseid's home. And Joker's like, hell yeah, Apocalypse? I love it. Hell, sweet hell. And Luthor's just like, this ain't Apocalypse, you dumbass. And they're like, what is this? This is Earth. So while they were gone doing the tournament shit like that, Darkseid has already conquered Earth. It's done already. And now you're on my planet. Now you got to fight my champions. And it is the absolute people. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, and Booster Gold.
And Booster Gold.
Yeah. And oddly enough, Booster Gold is the most powerful motherfucker in the group
Well, he's dark gold.
because Booster Gold is.
Booster side.
So yeah, booster side. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. Now we have the tournament, Final Four. There we go. So let me see if I can. I don't know how to get back to the screen. How do I get back to the screen? Thank you. Okay. All right. So that took a while. Okay. So that's the screen. That's what's going on right now. We're the Final Four, the ring. Like I said, honestly, the whole thing doesn't really matter because the Heart of Darkness rigged the whole thing anyway. The whole thing is rigged for Booster Gold to win the whole thing. So yeah. So now you got the absolute people versus them. So we're going to see how that goes. So yeah, overall, Eli, I know it's a long ass story, and I know there was a lot of stuff going on. So
Yeah.
but I'm still giving it a strong 4 out of 5. Yeah, I had to break it down like that, but yeah. All right, so yeah, so what you got next?
I have. What did you give it, a 4 out of 5?
Yeah, I got 4 out of 5.
Okay, I got G.I. Joe number, is it 17?
17. Okay, cool. All right.
Again, Energon universe.
Mhm.
G.I. Joe has crossed over with the Transformers and Mask. But this is G.I. Joe 17. This is the Dreadnought War finale. Is this my book of the week? I think this is my book of the week. Because this shit was
Okay.
dope. So yeah, the Dreadnought War. The Dreadnoughts are pissed off at Cobra Commander for fucking them over earlier on in the series. And they kind of ambushed him out in the desert. Kind of gave him a false or basically told them where there's an Energon source, go get it, out in the desert. They get out there, ambush him, try to kill him. Also, Duke went out there by himself because, hey, he's searching for Energon. They're wondering where this energy that Cobra has been using and Destro used to develop weapons. It's from the Transformers. So Duke goes out there by himself just to check it out, finds Cobra Commander, getting attacked by the Dreadnoughts. Throughout this story arc, Cobra Commander and Duke have teamed up to fight off the Dreadnoughts. And last issue, they kind of got separated. The Dreadnought kind of captured Cobra Commander. But somehow, in this issue starts out, he whooped their asses, and he's got Buzzer's chainsaw to Buzzer's neck, right about to decapitate Buzzer. And the Dreadnoughts surround him, and he's like, hey, we can fight, and I can, you can probably kill. I'm probably going to kill you. You can try to kill me, but I'm Cobra Commander, motherfucker, and you ain't going to kill me. Because, But, how about this? I'll make a deal with you guys. I'll hire you guys to be independent mercenaries. And your first job is to help me kill the G.I. Joe. Because now G.I. Joe they sent a rescue mission or a rescue squad to go get Duke. So G.I. Joe's coming. You work for me now. Go kill G.I. Joe. So G.I. Joe rolls up to rescue Duke. And then there's the big old battle. G.I. Joe versus the Dreadnoughts. They're shooting and fighting and all that shit going on. Chaos ensues. All violence is just breaking out. The Joes are outnumbered, really outnumbered. But then Clutch, the G.I. Joe Jeep, he was like a mechanic. He has been driving around in Hound, who is the Jeep, the Transformer Jeep, the Transformer that turns into a Jeep. But Clutch didn't tell anybody. So he's around and he's like, hey, Hound, we need help, man. You need to help my boys out. So once you roll out and do your Transformer shit, So tells, go back up my Joes. So Hound transform. And it's big epic moment. This is like the first time since like the first arc a couple years ago where Transformers and G.I. Joes kind of like showed up in the same comic, So Hound transforms into a robot, his Transformer self, and just starts taking out the Dreadnoughts. And he's blasting them, he's kicking them, it's a big giant robot attack, and it's dope, So he's kicking the Dreadnoughts' asses, and then Destro shows up to rescue Cobra Commander, and they escape. They pretty much escape, But now the secret is out. The Joes have a Transformer. The Joes know that Clutch have a Transformer, and now Cobra knows that the Joes have a Transformer. And it's out. The gig is up. And then we have an epilogue. So Colonel Hawk escaped. He went to go meet up with Destro, but there was a big old shootout, and he escaped. He got shot, and he escaped though. And so Hawk goes back to, the hideout, back to the base, and he's patching up his wounds. And then Hawk rips off his face. His own.
Hawk rips off.
Hawk rips off
his own face.
Hawk rips off his own face.
He's Zartan.
He's Zartan.
Oh, okay.
And that's where it ends. Like, oh shit. So Hawk has been Zartan. How long has Zartan been impersonating Hawk? Because Hawk's been leading G.I. Joe this whole time.
Right.
So it's like, oh shit. So yeah, this was dope. This was my book of the week, 5 out of 5. The shit's blowing open. Cool action, transformer, giant robot attacking shit. Just a whole lot of fun. So yeah, 5 out of 5, 8 out of 5, whatever.
11.5 out of 5.
Yeah. Dope shit.
All right. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Okay. All right. So the last book I'm going to do is, let's see. Like I said, I'm not going to hold you because I know I took forever for that last book. This one's going to be an easy breezy one. So yeah. All right. So this is going to be Ultimates number, what is this? 20?
I don't know.
20. Did you read? You had me reading Ultimates.
No, I read that Ultimate something. I think it was just basically a catch up or something. It was like a few weeks ago, or was it last week when we took the week off or something? I don't know.
Yeah, it was something like that. So yeah. So that's what's going on right now. So this is continuing the story of the Ultimate. Like I said, they're about to wrap this book up. It's about to be done. Don't really matter. So, but we're gonna keep going anyway. Hold on. Bring it back. Okay. That did it. Okay. Yeah. They did it again. Okay, we weren't about that. Point is, the book is almost about to wrap up, and it's a whole war going on right there. The Maker is already back, and everything's going on right now. So we're just gonna go from that. So let's see. Let me get us out the way of that and view.
Oh, that's what happened in that book I read. They went into that dimension where they were holding the Maker or whatever. And I
didn't see that.
He had done something. I forget. He did something in that dimension. He basically he is the dimension or some shit. I can't.
Okay. Yeah. He created or some shit like that. Yeah, so yeah. All right. So, and you see Nick Fury as a bunch of Nick Furies. So yeah. All right. So the book starts off with the Vision. Vision is here. And basically he's okay. So it turns out that this whole internet that only the Ultimates can use all over the world is being ran by one person, being ran by the Vision, and nobody knows who the Vision is. They're like, who the fuck is this guy? And so everybody's getting attacked, and he's connected everybody. Like, don't worry, you're online. I got you connected. And it's the Vision. It's the first time the Vision has showed up in the Ultimate Universe. Nobody knows where he came from. How is he here? How does he get so much power? How does he know about everything so far? But he's been here the whole time, and he's in Detroit. So yeah. And Catherine Mary's like, who the hell are you? They're like, it's me, Steve. They're like, I don't know you. Like, yeah, you know me. You know me forever. Like, I don't know you. So who is the Vision? The Vision, turns out, is the Human Torch. Yeah, okay. But not Johnny Storm, the android.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So the thing is, what they did, Tony Stark has he has a time machine in his chest called the Immortus Engine. But because of the Maker is fucking with his time traveling, he can't do this. So the only thing he can do is to send somebody back in time before the Maker arrived in this universe. So that means I got to put you in the universe before 1963. And you just got to just be there and just chill out and hang around and just do shit until you get to right now. So you got to just be there, because that's why I can't see anybody else, because they'd be dead by the time we get to 2025 or 2026. Where are we at right now? 2024? This book is old. Okay, whatever. Yeah, point is, he's like, fine, send me back there. So he sends him in the past, and he's in 1947, like right after the war ended. So he's trying to do everything he can to not meet himself, to fuck up the time stream and shit like that. So yeah. So he goes to the person that created him, Dr. Horton, and Dr. Horton basically takes away his flaming powers so people won't recognize as him. So now he's undercover. Now he don't have any powers, but he's just living life, and he's just seeing everything's going on. He sees the Maker taking over. He sees the Maker ending war. He sees the Maker doing all this fucked up shit, but he can't do anything to influence the time travel. The time has to move exactly how it's going now. So while he's doing all that, he's like in the past, he sees Namor because he like flayed. I think he like hung Namor on his wall or some shit, whatever. Shot the Wizard. So yeah. Oh, and Nick Fury. So yeah, he's been like this war with Nick Fury for like decades, shit like that. So yeah. And then the Hulk is just like, because the Hulk is one of the bad guys in this universe. He's just like, look, I'm tired of this shit. Get Nick Fury on the phone. Tell him to get every helicarrier we have. Send him to New York. Wipe Detroit off the map because they know he's in Detroit. So yeah. So they send 1,159 helicarriers to Detroit. So yeah, they go back in time. They show him. So he's like going around. He built every like bunker in Detroit. He's basically been set up in Detroit the whole time. He see everything that you like doing. He's doing shit. He's recruiting people, teaching, and he invented the internet decades before the internet was a thing, like back in the 60s. But he only gave it to certain people that knew how to use it. So yeah. Oh, and he decided to like, if I can, and then he gives the whole ship of Theseus thing again. He was like, the ship of Theseus, if you build on top of something so long and replace parts of it so much, is it even the thing it was to begin with? And like, I'm no longer the Human Torch. I am the Vision. So he decided to come himself because I'm not that anymore. Why should I pretend to be that again? So yeah. So, and it turns out we knew that Wasp was a double agent. Turns out she's a triple agent. She's been working for him the whole time, spying on Nick Fury for the Ultimates. So she's not a bad guy. She's a good guy, pretending to be a bad guy. So yeah,
I do recall reading about something like that.
Yeah. Because we thought she was a mole, but she's not. She is a mole, but she's a mole for him.
That was that. That was that Ultimate Incursion book or some shit. I think I remember something like that.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, so she's still working for him, spying on him, so like that. She's in one of them, and he's talking, and Nick Fury is there. He like, okay, we meet again. He was like, oh, Nick Fury, you don't recognize me. I've killed you 14 times. You're like, what? Yeah. You've killed it and you keep coming back. Because Nick Fury is a robot also. He's an LMD. And he killed the Inhumans as babies. So, yeah. That's when the first time Human Torch killed him. And then he killed him again on the blue area of the moon. Ripped his heart out. Snatched his neck. Drowned him. What the Confederacy do is that every time Nick Fury dies, they bring him back. They recommission another LMD and they wipe his memory. So he doesn't know how he dies. He doesn't even know he's a robot. And that's what he's telling. He's like, we're both machines pretending to be human, Nick Fury. We're two sides of the same coin. So yeah. And that's when Wasp frees all of the prisoners on the ship of the helicarrier and they get free. And it's the most powerful Avengers. Howard the Duck, Squirrel Girl, the dude with the eyeball, Hit Monkey, and my thing, Gloop, that dude, whatever that thing is, the thing like that's an X-Men. That's a real X-Men.
The dude with the eyeball.
That's not Slimer from Ghostbusters. That's Grant Morrison, I think, made him. So yeah,
of course.
And yeah. And the craziest thing over there, Forbush Man. How the fuck is Forbush Man in the Ultimate Universe? Forbush Man, okay, that's a Jack Kirby Stan Lee creation back in the 60s. And it was a book called, not What If, it was called What The. And it was a dude that put a pot on his head and just became a superhero. He's just a dude. That's it. So, yeah. So, and they're taking over the helicarrier, and that's it. So, like, fuck this. We're going to destroy Detroit. So, you see this black dude running down the street. And who is this black dude? James Rhodes. Oh. And, yeah. And the first time we seen James Rhodes, I think it's the first time we seen him in the Ultimate Universe. And Vision's telling him, Rhodes, you're up. You're like, okay, cool. So, he runs to this bunker, his base like that. He tells everybody else, okay, everybody get in position. Everything we've been planning for decades, it's time. So, yeah. And he puts on...
What's he going to do?
Like Voltron or some shit.
Okay, I'm about to say what the fuck. He looks like
God. It doesn't like Voltron. Like
one of them Godzilla fucking old Godzilla movies.
Yeah, I'll form the head. Yeah. Black Falcon, homie, chill. All right. So he was like, I don't give a fuck. Wipe this shit off the map. Get done with it. And that's when Detroit rises up. It is Voltron. So yeah. And it is. He was like, what the fuck is this? Shoot this shit out the sky. So yeah.
Mecha War Machine.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. He was like, and Vision's just like, okay, Nick Fury, you have your war machines. Well, I have Detroit, which is the anti-war machine. And it's just swatting helicarriers out the sky like Godzilla and
That's
shit.
dope. That is pretty dope.
Yeah. and they got the count of the helicarriers. It was like 1,000. Now it's like 700. Now it's like 500. Now it's like 400. You're like, what the fuck going on here? They just getting swatted out the sky by Detroit. Yeah. And so Vision goes a little bit further. He found a back door of all the memories that the Confederacies were hiding from him and gave them back to Nick Fury. Now, Nick Fury knows every single thing that the Confederacy did and everything he hid from it and how many times he died by Vision. So he's like, man, fuck this. And he takes a gun, puts it to his head, bam. Yeah, and not only that, all of the other LMDs that they were going to reboot, they do the same thing, take themselves out while shooting everybody else, and they shoot each other. So yeah, helicarriers flying out the sky, left and right, just getting knocked out, bam.
Krakoom.
Right, they just grab and just swat them out the sky and shit like that. And the helicarriers are like, fuck this, we're gonna. So the 300 that are left, they get the fuck out of there. They're like, leave Detroit alone, leave these guys alone. So yeah. Ultimates unite, and next issue, Avengers Doomsday War. So yeah, that is it.
All right.
So yeah. Now I do want to give a little backstory on that. That's actually 616 Marvel actual canon. Vision is Human Torch.
Okay.
When Ultron got the body, he stole the Human Torch's android body and made the Vision from that. And also for his brain, he uses Wonder Man's brain for Vision. That won't be in the TV show. I guarantee you.
So the Human Torch is an android.
Yeah. Well, not Johnny Storm, the first one.
Yeah. So
from the 40s. So yeah.
He's not a
He's an android. Yeah. So that's the thing like that. So that's all the thing right there. Honestly, pretty cool story. I didn't think it was gonna be this much action. I think it'd be like another, here comes some more backstory about who Vision is. I don't give a shit. No, I had a whole lot of action and move the story. They kind of got to move the story along because this shit about to wrap up. So they don't have time to deal with that with this shit. They gotta hurry get this shit over with. So yeah. So yeah. So anything else we got or
no? I'm pretty much booked out. I did read that Null book. Null is on Asgard and Hela's draining his power. And then he escapes and she's got some of his power but needs more of it. But then she gets Thanos involved, I guess.
Is she still in love with Thanos?
She said something about she's getting her ex involved.
Yeah, because Thanos ghosted her.
Yeah.
Yeah, when Death called him and she was like, I'm breaking up with you. And she was like, what? You know.
Yeah, because the chick who put me in a friend zone called me.
Right.
What a
it's fucked up, but yeah. So yeah, that's all we got. Eli, you were right. When we don't have a topic, this shit go on forever. But that's all. Like I said, we appreciate everybody. If you listen this long, definitely like, share, subscribe.
What else?
Next week.
I also read the new Ninja Turtles. That was cool too. With the Ugigami and
the Hamagog
Ugigami or whatever, that assassin that's actually Splinter.
Yeah, that guy. Okay, yeah.
That's going
next week we'll actually have some talk about Wonder Man.
Wonder Man.
Yeah. And Eli, I finally get to do a deep lore dive on Wonder Man.
So that's the show coming on?
Yeah.
Oh no shit. Okay. Well there you go.
No, but I'm gonna talk about comic Wonder Man.
Okay, yeah, you can.
Whatever. I don't give a fuck what they doing on this shit. I just want to talk about comic Wonder Man. So yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
You've been waiting for this for 10 years, haven't you?
Exactly. I never got a chance to talk about Wonder Man. The one time we talked about Wonder Man, that shit actually did numbers. So we're gonna see what this does. But that's only because Wonder Woman, not Wonder Woman, Scarlet Witch, like whatever. We're gonna talk about it. But yeah. Until then, this is Leroy.
This is Eli.
We'll talk to you guys next week. Same bullet time, same bullet channel.